Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the final match of the night. We are in the best league, the Rival League, and I am joined once again by Rocker. Man, Rocker, we had a very interesting sweep, but
Mm,
now, like I said, we're on to the best league.
mm. It was an interesting sweep. Faded. They have yet to lose a game to Ember in the postseason. 7-0 game record. They swept them last season
Wow.
in the playoffs, and they swept them this season in the play-in. So, rest in peace, Ember. But Smooth. His teams may have not fared well tonight, Flip, but he has the power in his hands right here, right now. It is Smooth time to see if he can take on the Kings here with his Blaze roster. It's going to be a good one. Rival has been crazy all season long. It's the biggest toss up, and I'm excited to see what we got.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very close match here between the Kings and Blaze. Honestly, I think the Kings have one of the best players in all of Rival, in TRS Rival.
Yeah.
So I think
Hmm.
that player right there, he's the one that I'm going to be looking at. But on this Blaze roster, I mean, all three of them, Smooth, Elite, Troy, they're looking to, go on and face Hydra in the next round of play-ins. Hydra did get swept by the Pineapple. So honestly, the Hydra team kind of reeling. They're definitely not playing their best Rocket League right now. And so if either, whichever team wins, definitely can beat that team and then go on and lose. I mean, play the Knights. You know,
Uh huh.
that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, those knights over there. But yeah, if we're looking at the bracket here, yeah, you can see what Flip was talking about. Pineapples, they got the sweep. They're gonna take on Grave Lords, and Kings versus Blaze here in this play-in match too. Winner taking on Hydra. It's do or die, Flip. It's the last match of the night here. We're ending it off with a bang here, and I'm just excited to get things going. And these guys have been itching to join up on the pitch, so I guess we'll get them going in here if they decide to click the join button.
Yeah, no, they've been waiting a good amount of time, so I'm excited to see it. But I'm also ready, to see who comes out on top. I think I've got the Kings taking this one. I think TRS Rival is going to carry the Kings to a victory. I'm pretty sure he could be in for MVP conversation. That man is just that good. But we were already seeing the Kings start off with a little bit of pressure. Smooth clears it to the side. Cosmos trying to find a little bit of pressure as well, but nothing coming to fruition here for the Kings, although their pressure does continue. Elite has a nice touch. An Elite, a player that I am very good friends with, so I know he's definitely looking to win this one. He's been anxious about it, but a good save there from Smooth. Rival almost got there in time. TRS could not finish that one off, but already some good pressure coming out from the Kings. The Blaze are handling it well, but the offense only on the side of the Kings so far.
Yeah, and the Kings, they've been putting on the pressure, and you mentioned TRS Rival as the player to watch out for. I'm going to go hard agree with you. The All-Star, one of the best players in the regular season for the Kings. If the Kings are going to perform, they're going to need another a big series from him. And for whatever reason, Flip, I don't know, these Kings, they always just seem to have some hard carry there. They had Kratos last season and TRS Rival this season. But it'll be a lot about TRS Rival, but it's also going to be Can Cosmos and Nomo follow behind there and support Rival well, or will it be the Nemesis Legends on the other side? You got Troy, also known as Magma, and Smooth over there alongside Elite. So honestly, I'm really excited to see a lot of great players in this matchup, and the shot going to go through. Nomo starts it off.
Wow, a minute and a half in, but Nomo had no boost. That was a great pass there from Rival, but man, really a good shot on no boost, and he places that one absolutely perfectly back post. Very well done there by Nomo, and already getting started. The Kings take the 1-0 lead here, and only 2 shots coming out for the Kings, but no shots so far for the Blaze. But Blaze looking to score right here, Smooth. It would put that one away. Elite with the fake, and Blaze tie it all up.
Yeah, and Blaze off the kickoff. A kickoff works out perfectly. Elite maybe just faking it out, knowing Smooth is going to have a better power shot here. And great placement there from Smooth to put in the bottom right.
Yeah, very well done. Like you said, probably faking it. The defender went on the backboard, and once you're on backboard, you're pretty much a sit and duck for that goal. And honestly, really well done there by Blaze. Good team play. So we'll see if the Kings can counter just like the Blaze did. But that one right there, going to be a great team play. Rival to Cosmos. Rival dishing it over to Cosmos with a great finish.
Yo, look at this redirect right here. Cosmos off the backboard. Look at this angle. Got Smooth pre-jumping in net, and he puts it in. That is an absolutely amazing shot right there to give the Kings the lead again.
Yeah, and answering back very quickly. It's been about 15 seconds since that first goal, and well, 2 more were scored in that time, so These teams definitely are going blow for blow right now, but the Kings are right now on top, but that one almost gets put away by Troy. It goes wide. Troy still trying to continue with some pressure, though. Smooth could have a shot opportunity, but no, he doesn't read. Cosmos whiffed, and so instead, it's going to be just a high floating ball. Cosmos with a really nice touch over to the rival. TRS with a good follow as well, trying to find the double, not able to get back to it. Although this Kings team able to find each other super well so far, and that's another good pass mid. Rival all the way up from his own midfield line, but that's a great shot. That one barely getting saved away by Smooth. A great save there. Saving, I mean, they had to triple commit because that one was just such a good shot. So the Kings, they're looking really threatening so far, but the Blaze defense, they're holding strong, and now they're looking for the counterattack. Almost going in. This one bouncing down. Smooth going to leave it for Elite. Elite not going to have the shot before Rival meets him in the air. And now Nomo trying to pass away, but that's an open net. Troy is going to get the goal.
Yeah, and the demo comes through. I think Elite wiping out Cosmos on the back line. Cosmos was in that corner. He was going to try to get out to this ball, but erased off the map. And Troy there, he puts it in the back of the net. Always a postseason performer, been around since season 1, way back in the Challenger League postseason there, back in the playoffs. And hey, he's looking for a big performance here. He's definitely, probably, the guy to watch out for here. He was Riot, or he was Titan, I believe, last season, or at least some point in the last 2 seasons he was in Titan, so he's definitely a guy to watch out for.
Yeah, for sure. And this Blaze team able to tie it up. 2 minutes remaining. And honestly, the whole team has been looking really solid right now. Smooth trying to get a dunk. That one's going to go mid. That one can be dangerous. Cosmos does get a really nice touch. Rival, he has very crazy touches sometimes. That one's going to go high. Trying to find another one, but no touch going to come out. Troy with a really nice pass down to Smooth. Smooth shot. It's going to be on target, but not good enough to get past Cosmos. Cosmos with a really nice extra touch there. Troy's able to react to it, and another good demo there from Troy. The demos for the side of Blaze have been very impactful so far, and they're looking to continue it. Smooth up very early, but he's still able to get the shot, but that is going to go high. That, however, Nomo did not get a touch, and so that ball is going to remain in the Kings half, but after a good clear from TRS Rival, Elite's going to meet it again at half field. But finally, trying to get a little bit of pressure, but no. Smooth is continuing it to put this ball on the King's side. Now Elite, it's his turn to pass the ball mid. That one's going to go off his own backboard. Cosmos gets demoed. Nobody's going to be there for the shot, but Troy puts it once again off the backboard. But the backboard's not good enough. You got to start eventually taking shots at net. That one not going to be good enough. Rival tries to find a way past Elite, but Elite is there, and Elite gets a double off the backboard again. Troy, his shot not going to be great, but it's going to be enough. Somehow, the person in net just didn't save it, but whatever works, I guess.
Yeah, no, Blaze has been starving the Kings here. If they haven't been putting a shot on net, they've been getting a bump, they've been getting a demo, and every single time you just see it, perfect rotations from Blaze to disrupt the Kings, and the Kings, they just had no boost to get to that ball, and all it takes is one shot to put on net. They found it, and there you have it. Now they're up in the lead here, 3-2 in game 1.
Yeah, 3-2 game 1, but it's still not over. Rival, he can definitely secure it right there, but not going to get the tie as Elite gets the save. Very good rotation there from Elite to get back in time, but TRS Rival once again going off the backboard. A nice little triple tap, trying to find somebody mid, but Nomo not going to get a touch. And now Smooth doesn't have any boost, but he's able to play the 50. And a double commit between Cosmos and Nomo, as well as a team bump, is going to allow, Blaze to have a little bit of time here, but Rival, he's all over that ball. But a clear like that is going to give Blaze a little bit of breathing room. TRS Rival with the fake. TRS Rival with the 50. He's going to go up the wall. He's not the first one to this ball, but he can be if he wants to. No, Smooth's going to get the read. Nomo has to retreat. And a good demo once again. But this time, Rival is the one that gets the demo. So Troy, he's going to be the one on this ball. Rival's touch not going to be great. He doesn't have a lot of boost to work with either. His 50 is going to go to the side, and Nomo's not going to be able to get to it before he gets demoed, and that right there is going to be game. Oh, it's not. I thought the ball hit the ground. TRS Rival had a shot. That one, not going to be great. But it's it looked like there was a chance. But in the end, Blaze do come out on top, 3-2, and, honestly, a very close series.
Yeah, no, I had some mega foam. I'm going to let it drop. Flashbacks right there as that ball was just sitting on the ground, and then eventually you thought it was going to be game over, but Blaze, they did just what they had to do to take that game there. I mean, Troy 2 goals in that one, Smooth also putting one in, and Elite pulling up that playmaker as well. So I mean, Blaze, honestly, a very, very solid game from them. And the Kings, they didn't play too bad. I think they they had their shots, but it was really the Blaze demos, 11-4 in the demo department in favor of Blaze. And when Kings aren't on the pitch there, they're not getting their boost, there's not really much they can do there. And I think that was the big key to victory there for Blaze in game 1.
Yeah, for sure. It was kind of like a battle of attrition. They
Yeah.
kept bumping, they kept demoing, they kept boost stealing, and honestly, eventually the Kings just got worn out. Blaze only
Yeah.
shot the ball 4 times. They hit the ball at the backboard so many times, but they were always able to follow it because they got so many boost steals, they got so many bumps.
Yeah.
It put Kings so out of position, but they just kept building the pressure, and eventually, the Kings just cracked, and eventually. It gave Blaze the game, but now we will see if they're able to do that in game number 2, or will the Kings start off very strong like they did last time? That touch, though, not going to be great. And TRS Rival does not have any boost. So that ball going to go to Cosmos, who tried to pass it to Nomo. But they get a little team bump once again. Second time that's happened. Definitely not what you want to see if you're on the side of the Kings. Smooth. He's trying to find his first org victory in play-ins tonight. So hopefully he's able to do it. And he put up a great performance last game. He's trying to do it in game number 2, but Troy and Elite, they're the ones making the offensive play right here. Smooth, it's his turn to keep the pressure up. His touch, gonna have to get followed by himself, and he does. Gets a 50 with Cosmos, and Troy is down there waiting for that clear. Now, good 50 there from Troy, but Nomo's there, but he gets another great 50. The defensive 50s there from Troy, really, really good. And Elite up for that ball. He gets another touch. Troy can have a shot here, but he gets saved away by Cosmos. A really good pre-jump save there. But that touch right there from Smooth, absolutely fantastic, but it's not going to go in the net. Cosmos just making his car as big as possible, and he was able to get the save. That one definitely looked like a goal, though, and instead of being 1-0 for Blaze, it is still 0-0, and the Kings live on. Maybe not for long, though. That one going to go straight into the net. Troy with a great shot, a great 50 from Elite, and another assist from Elite as well.
Yeah, and TRS Rivals taking this challenge here as the last man back. Sometimes you just gotta let him play the ball there a little bit, and let him dribble. They'll give your teammates some time to get back. He decided, I'm gonna take this risk here, go for it, and unfortunately, in this situation, it did not pay off. But yeah, Blaze, they should have scored earlier maybe, but some excellent defense by the Kings allowed them to survive momentarily. But now, wait a minute, this ball dropped out of midfield, but it's gonna be saved away. Elite just cleared it away, and that one. A close one there, but Blaze happy to. Oh my gosh, that ball dropping down again, and Smooth trying to get it, but the Kings, they cannot escape here.
Wow, that was definitely a goal scoring opportunity. Elite definitely almost had the double touch, but instead, it just barely does not go in, and Smooth hits the post as well. But Kings are trying for the counter attack there. That one almost went from Cosmos. Now Troy has to clear. It's off the corner, so it's very awkward for him. TRS Rival tries to put it off the backboard, but Elite is waiting very patiently. Elite has been playing very good this game. He has an assist, a save, almost a goal. He's been playing fantastic now. A pass over to Smooth. Smooth. His touch is going to go to the corner where Rival is waiting. TRS Rival, the guy that I've been calling on, has not put in a goal yet. He needs to start scoring if they want a chance in this series. That clear from Causes, though, maybe gives them an opportunity. His touch, TRS Rival's not going to get a touch on the ball, though. He does after a weird touch from one of the Blaze members, but Smooth has kind of an open net. He has just a double jump. He doesn't get the double as he... Oh my gosh, what a save from Rival. I was at a loss for words there. He absolutely pre-jumped that double touch save off the crossbar, and they're able to stay alive, only being down 1-0 still. It definitely could be a 2-0 game, and I feel like the Kings are barely hanging on at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that one I thought for sure, I agree with you there. I thought for sure that was it there, that there was going to be a lot of trouble for the Kings, but instead they somehow, some way survive. And sometimes that's all you need to do is just survive enough there, and they did just that. And now with about 2 minutes remaining, it's the Kings. They got to turn things around and get some offensive pressure here. You cannot drop down 2-0 here against this Blaze squad. They're really trying to slide on through.
Man, all three of them were in like a 5-meter radius of each other. That one, they're a little too close together, and so nobody was able to put that ball in the back of the nets. And now they're scrambling a little bit on the defensive end as Elite. He has possession in the air, but he doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. That one, he almost got the fake though. It's a Smooth. He's going to be able to get to this ball. Cosmos, he's up for that ball, but Troy gets the dunk on him. The Rival has to get a touch, and he does. TRS Rival with a really nice touch to the sidewall. And now he's trying to get a 50, but Troy just outright beats him. Cosmos doesn't get the touch. Elite gets the goal. Troy with the assist, and Blaze take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and you just see TRS Rival and the Kings just a little bit too close to each other. Cosmos can't connect on that ball, a little bit too fast to try to find the right read there. And Blaze, they're really just doing everything they have to do right now. I mean, they're playing solid, they're keeping the pressure, and the Kings, they just can't break through right here. It's, it's honestly right now, whoa, wait a minute here, Cosmos gonna put it in, and I'll hold that thought for just a moment.
Yeah, great touch here. Great touch from Nomo. That's actually such a beautiful pass. The little touch off the sidewall. And I mean, Cos is able to slot it in between all three of them, and a very good job there. However, once again, I'm gonna keep harping on it. TRS Rival has not scored a goal. He is like that guy. I'm pretty sure he's like second in player rating or first in player rating in all of Rival. He is that guy. He needs to be that guy this series because right now they're losing, and I'm not saying it's all his fault, but he's not contributing enough, and he's trying to do a lot, but it's not been enough so far. He only has one shot this game, 2 saves, however, but he's trying to get an air dribble out for his team. Nobody's midfield to follow up for him, but now a double commit on the defensive side of the Kings, and another double commit. This should give Smooth so much time. Elite, he fakes it for Troy. That's, you know what? That's a team play, I guess, yeah.
That works there. The Kings, again, just an unneeded double commit. I think Rival just, I don't know, he's just trying to go for that ball, and it just causes the double commit there. And yeah, just some calamity on the Kings zone there. Just not playing together, and it's going to go back to the point I was going to bring up. Right now, Blaze, they're just playing better as a team right now. Finding the passing plays, working together here, doing what they got to do, you know, whatever it takes to win. And right now, the Kings, they're just missing that team play, but this one, ooh, almost. And Troy just going to get a touch, and I want to see the Kings be a little more connected here. Find these passing plays like this opportunity here, but it's not quite going to go.
Yeah, that one definitely a good example of how they can pass. They're so good at finding each other, especially in transition. They've done such a good job of it so far, but it's honestly kind of, I would say, almost the Kings' defensive fault. They've double committed and team bumps and whiffed so many times as another whiff comes out there. Honestly, it's just the defensive mistakes from the Kings is kind of what cost them this game right here. They lose this game 3-1, and while Blaze are playing very well, and I think they are definitely looking like a very good team, the Kings are kind of shooting themselves in the foot, and it's just kind of Blaze taking advantage of those mistakes. Although, once again, Blaze are playing extremely well. That is 13 shots for Blaze compared to the 5 for Kings, so they're just kind of outclassing the Kings at this point.
Yeah, they really are. And, you know, sometimes Flip, it's just a simple game. You know, you just put the shots towards the net, and eventually they're going to fall in. And, you know, that's all they needed to do here. Like you said, 13 shots. You know, if you put on 13 shots, more than likely you're going to win, you know, a lot of matches there, a lot of games. And, you know, Blaze, like I said, just doing everything they need to do. They're keeping it short and simple. And for the Kings, you know, forced to make 9 saves in that game, you got to break out somehow. You got to relieve this pressure. Get some shots on of your own here, heading into this game 3, because this is your season, Flip. You know, you either win this game right here or you're going home here. And, you know, they're going to have to obviously pull back their reverse sweep, but you got to take it one game at a time here, and see if you can pull it back.
It is life or death. It is do or die. It could have been. It was the series before, but now it's the game. You cannot lose a single game, Kings, unless you want to go home, and you definitely don't want to go home. I don't think so. At least maybe they do. At this point, I couldn't tell. So honestly, I'm gonna need to see a lot of improvement from all of their players. Cosmos, I think, is playing the best on their team so far, and it's still not good enough. He's definitely stepped up a way that Rivals needed him to. TRS Rival, though, he has not stepped up the way his team needs to. And so it's definitely been not good enough for the Kings, and Blaze already starting off very strong here. They're trying to continue their pressure, continue the plays and the shots and the, you know, team plays that they've had this entire series. But the Kings, they're trying to find a little bit of space for themselves. They're trying to air dribble out more. They're trying to get these solo plays going. And if they're able to do it, it might start working. But honestly, they got to start working as a team, because this Blaze roster, they are a very cohesive unit. And so far, it's been much more successful than their King roster. However, Rival, he has that pop-off potential as he passes that one mid, but nobody mid for the pass. That's just absolutely unacceptable. You know he is that guy. You know PRS Rival can get that double, and nobody's mid once again. That is an open net. These guys, they're just not midfield. There's just seems to be no trust on this team.
Yeah, it does look like we're lacking a little bit of trust, a little bit of playing together. Is TRS Rival on the goal line, but it's going to go in smooth. He's going to get credit, but yeah, they're just not trusting each other here. The 50 comes through. Nomo tries to get to it. Smooth goes under, and, you know, it just wasn't quite enough from Rival there. But you mentioned him, and, you know, it's hard to put the blame on one player, to put all the pressure on one player. But you mentioned it, TRS Rival, best player rating all of Rival League, averaging over a goal per game, 1.12, and he's averaging the most score in all of Rival League this season. So the man is the pop-off. He is the team, really. No offense to these other guys, but he is that guy here, and that can really changed the series. And we haven't really seen much from him, and you got to give credit to Blaze. They have really shut him down and not let him get what he wanted.
Yeah, they've done a really good job on all fronts. I think they're Blaze. They're just a very good rotational team. They're very good. They have very good foundation, and so they're able to stop a lot of good players. But also, wow, the offensive potential is definitely there. Smooth barely hits the post there. That one was super dangerous. Rival once again with a
Oh,
great pass. That one finally going to get scored. TRS Rival with the assist with Cosmist finally there to put that one away.
and finally the Kings get something going. That pinch goes through, and Elite it was just too fast for him to handle. And Troy just flipping a little bit too far out there. But the Kings, they get on the board, and maybe that's the momentum they need to bring this thing back here. Start with one, and see what you can do going forward.
Yeah, honestly, that's all they really needed. One goal, it can open up the floodgates, but the Blaze, you just can't let it shake you. They know they're up 2-0. They know they're playing like the better team. And they definitely, honestly, they look like they are the better team for sure. Troy, he's trying to find something mid. Elite, he gets the pass mid, though. That's such a beautiful pass. Smooth, just didn't want to commit as last man. Now Elite, trying to get a little solo play going. He almost got bumped from Rival, but instead he just gets 50. But Troy's there for the catch. That one, going to be super dangerous. Smooth can have the shot. No, he doesn't get contact now. Cosmist, he gets a flick over the last man. Troy barely gets back in time. Now Rival, he has the ball on the wall. He can try to find a pass mid, but he's not able to get contact. 2.5 minutes remaining, and now the Kings, they seem to have turned it up a notch on offense and on defense. The Blaze, they got to respond. Troy, he's going to be looking for that answer right here. TRS Rival, though, he does get the touch, but Smooth's there in the midfield waiting once again. That one, super awkward for whoever's on the backboard, but nobody on Blaze expected nobody to hit the ball. So now we will see if the Kings going to answer, but no, Troy in the midfield once again. The midfield game from the Blaze, I think, has just really kept them in this game and kept them in the Kings' half, Rocker Man. And honestly, if they're able to continue this, I think they're just continuing what happened in game number 2 with all this pressure.
Yeah, you see those boost steals in the midfield. I mean, Blaze, that's why they've been so rotationally sound. They steal the boost in the midfield, and they still keep going. But the Kings, they're really getting these demos out right now, and it might actually lead to a goal here. But Troy able to get back just in time. And yeah, the Kings, they have been thriving in that midfield, keeping their rotation solid and just playing together here. And it's really been working out for them all series. That's why they're up 2-0 here. But, with a minute and a half remaining here, they're kind of getting stuck in their zone a little bit. Kings starting to find those demos, starting to find that offense, but all it takes is one play, one mistake, and it could be over here as the save's going to come through.
Wow, definitely a very close call there, and Blaze knew it, but they tried, and the Kings were able to survive. The Kings, they had a lot of pressure, but now it's the Blaze's turn. Blaze are looking to score once again. Troy with the banger, and midfield absolute laser into the back of the net. What a shot.
Yeah, that's a huge shot right there as the pinch comes through, and Troy just a snipe in the post right there, exactly what Blaze needed. And I mean, that is a big goal. They are one minute away from moving on to Saturday night.
1 minute 3 seconds. All they need is to stay alive at this point. But Elite, he wants another. He wants a flipper. He said that one gonna get saved away by TRS Rival. If Elite had a little bit more boost, I think he could have gotten that dunk. But instead, the Kings survive, and the Kings looking to score here. Nomo. Oh, it gets saved away, but that one's still dangerous. Nomo doesn't go back for his own shot, though. Now, Cosmos tries to find Rival. Rival tries to pop it up and leave it for Cosmos. Cosmos backflip. TRS Rival had the had the bump, but it was just not enough. And now the Kings, they're kind of scrambling. They need a goal in 30 seconds. Can they do it, or will they be going home? Troy, no, Smooth actually gets the clear. Smooth falling from the heavens, able to get another touch as well. TRS Rival trying to get as much pressure as he can, but that touch is just going to go to Elite. Elite, his touch, it's a bad 50, but Troy is there. Troy trying to make the best of it. He hits the crossbar. One last opportunity here for the Kings. They are looking for it now, but Troy beats everybody into that ball, and that one, it can be devastating. There's only 5 seconds remaining. TRS Rival is not going to get the touch. There's only 2 seconds left. Is it going to knock?
Oh.
He leaves it on the ground, and the ball is rolling, and it rolls the Kings back home, and the Blaze, they're going on to Saturday.
Yeah, they are moving on to Saturday night, and I mean, what a performance from Blaze. It was just an all-round performance, really, from them. I feel like everyone in this lobby, they had their moments for Blaze. They just did what they had to do, really. I mean, it was a simple game from them, a simple sweep. You don't often see those type of matches, especially when these games, they were close, but it just seemed like the Kings, they didn't have enough offensive pressure this entire series. It's just the Blaze, they were just solid, smooth, and they're moving on to Saturday.
They were smooth. Yeah. Anyway,
yep.
they looked good. They looked very good. And honestly, if I'm Hydra, you just got swept. Blaze, you just swept. it's not looking great for Hydra, to
Yeah.
be honest. And honestly, I'm excited to see whoever wins that match because I mean they'll be playing me next, which I can't wait because honestly, both those teams they have a lot of potential, and I think if they're able to hit their stride, any team and rival can beat any team. So it's going to be a close match on Saturday, but man, that's a couple days away, Rocker. Man, we need a break. We've had so many games these past couple of days, and
Yeah.
it's been absolutely exhilarating. But
Crazy.
play-ins is almost over. We're almost on to the playoffs, and it's about time we can start crowning champions pretty soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting here. Yeah, Saturday, the conclusion of the play-in tournament. We got 6 more teams that'll be moving on to the playoffs. 6 more teams that'll be going home as well. So it's gonna be thrilling. And then yeah, the playoff brackets will be set, and then we got 2 weeks, 2 weeks to fight for a championship. So it's gonna be thrilling. We appreciate everyone supporting us. Huge shout out to Nick Soy coming back for 21 months on the resub there, and thank you everyone else for supporting on the night. Much appreciated. And yeah, Flip, that's gonna do it for tonight. So thank you, Flip. Thank you everyone else for watching. And we will see you guys on Saturday night.
Deuces.